Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Brooke Sayles and I cover everything from faith, fashion, lifestyle, and marriage. If you love those things, then make sure to stay tuned. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about self-image, procrastination, and my 2023 New Year's resolutions. So my word for 2023 was consistency. And the reason why I chose this word is because last year was just a year of restoration, rebuilding, and relearning within my marriage. And now that my husband have had some time to do that, it's time for me to just pursue some things that I've been saying I wanted to do for years, which is YouTube. Sometime back in August last year, me and my husband were talking and I was just telling him that I just felt stuck in life, and he was like, why? And the reason why I honestly felt stuck is because I feel like career-wise, like I was doing fine, like I've been getting like promotions and everything like that, but just like my personal passions, like I felt like I didn't know what I wanted to do. And when I told him that, he was like, I feel like you know what you want to do, but you've been saying since we met, which was in 2020,
Coronavirus!
that you wanted to do a YouTube channel, but you just never got around to doing it. And it was kind of harsh, I'm not gonna lie, but I needed to hear it because I've just been lying to myself. So after that, I started filming, and then I would spend like a whole month editing a video just to not post it. And I did that like 2 times. And then it was like towards the end of the year, like I had talked to enough people about it, like close friends, to the point where every time I would hang out with friends, they would be like, so when are you gonna upload that video that you've been talking about? Or how's that video going? And honestly, like it started to make me feel like really bad.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Which brings me to my next point, which is point 2. If you want to have low self-image, keep breaking your own promises to yourself. So right now, I am reading a book called The Compound Effect by Marvin McGee. And a quote that stood out to me, and I'm gonna read it to you guys. Procrastination, lack of motivation, inconsistency, and self-loathe are the biggest drawbacks you can face in life when your control of your personal finance and overall life is on the line. These negative traits are responsible for many problems people experience over their lifespan, as they can help people develop low self-esteem and stop them from pursuing, let alone achieving their dreams. Basically, long story short, when you don't keep the promises you make to yourself and you break them continuously, you're going to lose self-trust in yourself. Think about somebody that you know in your life who consistently tells you like, hey, I want to do this with you, and then when it gets time to do it, you never hear from them. You know, you lose trust in those people, or you lose respect in those people. And the same thing goes for yourself. Like I've been saying since I was in college, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I just never did it. And honestly, like it really just made me feel bad about my self-image, because I just wasn't doing the things that I said I wanted to do. I was basically just tired of talking about it all the time, and just like watching YouTube videos and like watching them from like an analytical perspective of like, oh, okay, like I see how they did this, or I like how they did that, but I was just never applying it for myself. So now that I've covered all that, I want to talk to you guys about my New Year's resolutions, which this year, me and my husband, we chose to do something a little bit different, and we took a little bit of advice from Dave Ramsey, and he is just like a financial guru. But we took something from him, and that was just like 7 areas to set goals around. So the 7 areas are career, finances, spiritual, physical health, fitness, intellectual, family, and social. So I won't give you guys every detail for every goal that I've set, because we'd be here for a whole hour going through everything.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But I do want to give you guys a few for each goal. So starting off with career, I'm not going to go into my corporate career, but I do want to talk about YouTube and what I foresee happening this year. So my first goal is I want to hit 10,000 subscribers with YouTube, and I plan on doing that by posting 1 video and 1 reel per week. I also plan on improving the quality of my videos just by like investing in better lighting, audio, and a camera. So getting into financial goals, me and my husband, our finances are combined, so our financial goals are pretty much involved. One of our huge financial goals this year was getting a new car for me, since mine got stolen by the Kia boys last year. Yeah, it was really unfortunate, but we really enjoyed just having 1 car last year because we only had 1 car payment. and then just our car insurance. So which brings me into my second goal, which is to have $15,000 in savings by the end of the year. And we were able to hit $10,000 in 6 months last year, and I really want to do a video with my husband covering how we did that, but we want to do an additional $5,000 this year. And the reason why we went with $5,000 is just because we have like a lot of goals, like I just mentioned, like getting a car, we plan on moving into a new place, and just taking a couple of trips. So being a little bit more realistic with ourselves this year, I think that's something that we can achieve. So for spiritual goals, I wanted to wake up 1 hour before work or 1 hour before church every day to just spend quiet time with God. And then my second goal was joining a small group again. And I just really enjoyed that last year. I felt like last year we joined a new church, and joining a small group really just helped me personally make new friends, just open up, and honestly just get a lot of spiritual freedom. And so I really enjoyed being involved in a small group. For physical health and activity, my big goal for this year is attending the gym 3 to 4 times a week. And I believe that's achievable because I plan on taking some classes at the gym. Like last year, I didn't really do classes. I did a lot of just like creating my own workouts, but I plan on doing like Zumba or just cycling or strengthening classes. But I also do plan on just having days where I create my own workouts as well. So I also want to take a multivitamin supplement and collagen, and I also plan on doing a 1-month update because I've been taking collagen for about a week now, and I want to give you guys an update on what I've just been noticing while taking it and if I recommend that you guys take it as well. For intellectual, my goal was to read 12 books this year, which is basically just 3 books per quarter or 1 book a month, which I did about 6 books last year. And it's honestly like towards the half point of the year, I started reading books that I wasn't super into. Like there was a book that I was reading and it was just really redundant. And instead of like just finding a new book to read, I kept forcing myself to try and read this book that literally was saying the same thing every 2 chapters. And it just really killed my really killed my motivation to keep reading. So I have created a list of 12 books that I plan on reading, and I already started my first one, which is the Compound Effect Formula for Family and Marriage. So I put family/marriage because we don't have kids yet. It's just us, but our first goal was to do 1 date per week, which I think is really important for any relationship, to just set aside time where you guys are just undistracted, no phones, you guys can connect, and it just keeps the spark alive. Like the same things you were doing when you were dating this person is the same things you need to be doing when you're married. You don't want to get married and then just stop dating each other. So our next goal with marriage is to start marriage counseling. And so back when we were engaged, we actually did do premarital counseling through our previous church, and the program was called Saving Your Marriage Before It Starts, and that was a really good program. And then a year into our marriage, we did marriage coaching with our church that we now attend, and it was really helpful because they just broke down the fact that I'm an internal processor, Denzel, he is a external processor, and they just gave us the tools we needed to be able to communicate when we're going through conflict. And a good friend of mine now, she was just giving me the analogy of how, every so many miles with your car, like you need an oil change, and that's kind of like the same thing with marriage counseling. It's just something to maintain and upkeep your marriage, and so we're really excited to start that. So our next goal with this was to have professional photos taken twice a year, and this was kind of something that I more so suggested, but Denzel, he's happy to do it too. So we wanted to do professional photos, one for our 2-year anniversary and then again for holiday photos. So I'm really excited to do that. And then lastly, we had to read 4 marriage books this year, 1 per quarter. So that's just 1 every 3 months. My last goal is under social, and that's just to make 2 like-minded girlfriends that live in Columbus. So basically, like I have a lot of friends and family, and my family all live in Columbus or like Warren, and then Danzel, he has like a huge family, like 15 aunts and uncles on both sides, so pretty good with that. But I just think like a lot of my friends, they all live in different cities. Like my best friend Lauren Ashley lives down in Florida, Bianca lives in Cleveland, Honora, she lives in the Kent, Cleveland area. So just like a lot of people in different places, and I just want to kind of push myself to just make new friends. I think for me, I'm naturally a person that's okay with just being at home, reading books, watching TV, hanging out with my husband and family, but I think like I just don't put myself out there enough. And my husband is the complete opposite. Like he makes friends with everybody. He could be in the sauna and make a new friend. So yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, just keep myself social and engaged. So yeah, so that pretty much just wraps up all of my goals that I've set for the new year. I hope you guys like this video, and please list your New Year's resolutions in the comments below, what you guys plan on doing this year, how you plan on achieving it. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye guys.